Alright, welcome to part 2 of the going through for this game of Connect 5. This is Ryan Massey, and we are in this portion focusing on part A of the 4 parts to this game, or for the going through the current code. Um, so take things a little more and kind of explain things as we're going along. So Part A is more the setup of the game, how to get the pieces that were in order so you know what we're working with. Part B is getting the actual game going. Part C is more checking to see if there's a win. Or in Part D, we we kind of wrap up if the game being finished and or being able to start over and play again. So shall we get started then? Player objects. The um, objects are like people in this sense. Everybody has a name, so we wanted to allow people to type in their name and being able to uh, tell who's playing, uh, what color chip are they playing with, and the chip position is where are they on the top row of the game, on the right above the game board, and then the number of chips, which is like how many chips does each player have. And mode is for more to be developed next semester, but it is going to represent, is this a human or a computer playing this for this game? Um, for this game, we needed to use a couple different arrays. These are all arrays, as the square brackets represent an array in programming. And we needed a way to keep track of the players moving along the top of the game board, how many chips had fallen into that column using the column count, and the actual game board itself is a two-dimensional array. As if you're looking at the game of Connect 5, we have, or Connect 4, uh, we have a set of a two-dimensional grid of circles that allows you to drop chips, and it keeps stacking up as you're dropping chips in the bag or in the columns. Uh, for and we'll see how the actual pieces come together for the actual making the game play here shortly. Building the game board and display. So we wanted a way to alert the players during the game whose turn is it. And we decided to go with um, uh, putting off to the side. There's this player 1, player 2 image here at the bottom, in the middle there, bottom right, I guess you could say. Um, that is helping us determine, like this code here is helping determine which player 1 or player 2 is getting the waiting or it's your turn. And it goes back and forth determining that. Um, this code here, the top 2 lines are actually for the previous slide, but they are to determine how many remaining chips are left. The next set code here is after the remaining chips is to determine where along above the game board, as the gray is the game board, but there's a row in black um, that's right above the game, and we wanted a way to show, okay, if I push left or right, or where's this chip gonna fall before they actually hit submit or the play button. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. And this is just reading and updating the web page every time a player presses left or right. It always reruns this to update and say, hey, what's up? Let's move this chip to left one or to right one. We'll see how that comes in a little bit. This portion of the code is actually developing the actual game grid for the actual two-dimensional array. And this using the loop helps us calculate where do we need to put each circle so it's precisely equidistant and there's enough space and so forth around to make it look to fit the description of this game. And we'll be back after this for the next part. Stay tuned.